Hi, I'm Marvin Plackett, and today is Tuesday, November 2nd. Greetings to all residents, to all staff, and to all guests, people from around the world. And if you're one of those from around the world, send me an email sometime. Let me know where you're watching from. mplackett@episcopalhomes.org. Pleased to let you know that when I was with you last, which was on Thursday, we had 4 active COVID cases at that time. We're down to 2 now. 2 active COVID cases. 1 resident from the Gardens, and they are the same one I mentioned last week, that they are still in the hospital. And then we have 1 staff also from the Gardens, and they are home recovering. So the resident that was at Episcopal Church Home on our dedicated COVID unit, they have graduated. They're no longer on the COVID unit. Congratulations. And so they have gone back to their home, their regular house at Episcopal Church Home, and so we are COVID-free at Episcopal Church Home. And then also the other staff person was from Iris Park Commons, and they have come back. They've fully recovered, no longer contagious, and they are back on duty. So we're really pleased to report that. So at this time at Episcopal Homes, because the 1 resident, who we really wish them the very best, who's in the hospital, we are COVID-free on our campus and at our other communities at Episcopal Homes. All 10 communities are COVID-free at this time. We are delighted about that. And of course, our tests that have been given recently, they've all come back negative. I just looked at our website to determine how many tests we have done since COVID entered Episcopal, since COVID came to the U.S. and we started to test. And we have now tested over 6,000, or we've conducted over 6,000 tests. It's a lot of tests. So we're obviously being diligent with doing a lot of testing because that's one of the most important measures to be able to control it. As well as you know, for all of us, this is our responsibility. Wearing a mask at all times that you're not in your apartment or in your room. Physical distancing of staying away at least 6 feet apart, washing your hands frequently. If you have any symptoms, to self-isolate and get tested. Okay, vital features. As you know, if you're watching the news, the trend lines all around us are not good. We are surrounded by states where the positivity rate is really out of control. In the Dakotas, it's close to 50%, 50. Not 1-5, but 50. In Minnesota, it's a little less than 10%, which is still, the alarm bells start to go off at 5%. So the trend lines are really not good at all in our surrounding states and in Minnesota. So we can't control everything around us, but we can control our own behavior. And we've already talked about the things that we need to do. And of course, because of the trend lines right now, think long and hard about the holiday plans that you might have been debating about or have already settled on. And, getting together in large groups, that's a really, really risky situation these days with these negative trend lines. Birthdays this week. I'm pleased to read these. Yippee Yuhan from Midway Point, Betty Shanklin, Cardi Heights, Sandra Quenzer, Seabury, Virginia Roby, Cardi Heights, Willie Arnold, Episcopal Church Home, Virginia Johnson, The Terrace, Jeanette Heller, The Gardens, Delmarie Drake, Episcopal Church Home, Alice Wazaleski, yes, Alice Wazaleski, The Gardens, Carol Etzfold, Cardi Heights, Sharon Carlson, Seabury. Happy birthday. A very big happy birthday to all of you. Okay, my guess is that many of you, and probably most of you, have already voted. If you haven't, and you have any questions about it, go to mnvotes.org, minvotes.org. And if you have already voted, then think of one person in your circle that needs your nudge to go vote. Just think of one person, all right? And encourage them to go vote. It's our civic duty to vote. Okay, that's tomorrow. Just one day away tomorrow. Less than 24 hours. Along those lines, someone reached out to me this morning and they said, Marvin, my anxiety is awfully high. Are you going to have any words today in your message that might lower our high anxiety? And I do. Someone handed me a prayer, and this prayer comes to us today by the Reverend Nadia Bowles-Weber. Thank you, Nadia. So here's her prayer for today with Election Day just one day away. Dear God, this week is a doozy. If anxiety produced a sound, it would be deafening right now. Open my ears to the sounds I need most. The wild geese overhead, Aretha Franklin's Amazing Grace, the sound of my friend at the other end of the phone, the sugar-high laughter of children who need us to dial down the doom. If fear could be seen, it would be obscuring everything else. Open my eyes to the sights that I need most. My puppy underfoot with a toy in her mouth, ready to play. The brightening of my neighbor's eyes under their mask when I pass them in the stairwell. That sidewalk covered in an oak tree's fallen leaves like nature's confetti. If sorrow could be tasted, the bitterness would overcome me. Open my mouth to the sweetness I need. Words of kindness, deep unhurried kisses, and absolutely as much Ben and Jerry's as I deem necessary. Help me remember that you are in the other side of Tuesday, no matter what. Amen. Take care, everyone. Look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Be well. Bye-bye.